For many years, before coffee had even been known in the United Kingdom by Brits, they used to drink beer every day. Workers were even paid with a ration of beer just like sailors with rum. Alcohol was considered an everyday drug until coffee made its way to Europe. As the legend tells, in the 11th century, a young boy named Kaldi discovered coffee in the Ethiopian plateau. He was taking his goat herd for a walk when they tried this mysterious berry, which he then tried too. It had stimulating effects on his body. He then took it to his village where it was deemed to be the magical fruit. After many years, coffee finally made its way to London. Before people even knew coffee existed in Britain, work hours were timed by the sun and not by clocks. People were paid with beer rations too. This soon changed after coffee was brought to Europe. In London, it made a huge difference because the 24-hour society began. People could stay up late and they weren't their own bosses anymore. They started working in factories. This is when the Industrial Revolution started. As soon as a bean was seen, the positive effects of caffeine were put to good use, helping people stay awake and adapt to the new working hours with the demands of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution brought many new technological advances and new fixed working hours to which people had to get used to. The invention of the coffee percolator made coffee accessible, and caffeine was perfect for the work people had to serve. Coffee houses were one of the main reasons that coffee became popular in Great Britain. In 1650, a Jewish entrepreneur named Jacob opened the first coffee house in Oxford. This was way before coffee was even popular. Way after that, in the 17th and 18th century, you could go to any coffee house and purchase coffee for the price of 1 penny. Coffee houses were a place where people met socially, gossiped, talked about politics, and talked about the news too. Coffee houses also served tea and chocolate, but coffee was obviously the most popular thing. The so-called lazy culture of drinking beer was becoming obsolete and being replaced by drinking coffee. It enlightened the mind and it made people think of more intellectual things. Although it may not seem so, at first, coffee houses were a thing of the royals. Only royalty could be in there. Then, when the Industrial Revolution started and people had to drink coffee so they could work, it started becoming something of the working class too. All those factors that the Industrial Revolution brought, such as the 24-hour workday, coal, steam, and all of the new powered engines, contributed to the new implementation of coffee in society. The only problem now was getting the coffee from the bean to your cup much faster. This is when Sir Benjamin Thompson, an avid coffee drinker who was against alcohol, created the coffee percolator, which was the way to get coffee from the bean to your cup in your own home. Much easier. This is when coffee got much more popular among the working class, and it replaced every other psychoactive drug, becoming the most popular one in the world. Coffee became the world's most popular psychoactive drug.